Dinking Around with Eddie and Webby was not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Oh, yeah. Guess who's back? Back again.
It's been
Eddie
a
and
while.
Webby's back. It's been a very long while, my friend.
Touch the deeps. What's going on, Webby?
Oh, man. Lots have been going on lately. In fact, I looked. We haven't done a Dinking Around episode in, I think, about 3 months.
What?
Can you believe that?
I can't, actually. There's been so many things going on in our life. So, yes, I can't imagine that. But it sucks, man. These are fun. It's so much less pressure. It's so much less planning. Webby, what is Dinking Around, and how is it different than the Eddie and Webby podcast? I don't get it.
Well, I am glad you asked. It is so much different. It's basically just us hanging out. It's raw. It's uncensored. It's very unplanned. Mainly, it's us two hanging out, talking about whatever we want. And the main podcast, we do a lot of production work, like pre-production work and planning that goes into it. And we love the main podcast. But this is like a spin-off podcast, if you will, where we just, it really nothing is planned. We might have a few topics in mind, but we just show up and talk about whatever's on our mind. And it's a lot of fun.
Three questions for you. You ready?
What's that?
Question number 1. Are we going to drink a beverage tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay. Question number 2. Are we going to talk about the upcoming Beer City Open?
Absolutely.
And question number 3, are we going to eat and potentially even drink some pickleball flavored snacks and beverages?
Ooh, that's something we've never done before, but I definitely think we should.
I think we should do all of those things tonight. And I bet you the viewers want us to as well. But I'm thirsty. I'm super thirsty. And if these are going to be pickled snacks and drinks we're going to have later, I know that they're going to be super salty. So you got to keep yourself hydrated. What are you going to hydrate yourself with this evening?
Well, today I will be hydrating with a very tasty, juicy Haze Ipa from our good friends at New Belgium Brewing. This is always a tasty one. My camera doesn't want to focus in on it, but you can rest assured that it's a cool looking can and it's going to be tasty. I'm going to crack it open right now. What about you?
Good job, Sony autofocus. Jeez. Well, as you know, I also love New Belgium as a company, as a brewery, and as a sponsor of Pickleball. And so I'm actually going to be drinking one of their Fruit Smash Hard Seltzer Pink Lemonade.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Very, very excited about. I'm a big fan of hard seltzer, and it's a good one. I like New Belgium.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Hard seltzers have definitely been growing on me. I've been liking them a lot lately too, and I'm a big fan of pink lemonade. So that sounds like something I would absolutely love. Oh, look at that! It is very pink too. It's actually pink in color. You never know with the hard seltzers. Sometimes they're clear. Sometimes they have color. That one has a nice pink color to it.
Cheers.
Cheers. And for those, if you can see my glass, those watching on camera, I am using my Beer City Open glass from a couple years ago.
So is this from 2019? Because did we get a glass in 2018? I don't know that we did we?
I did not get one in 2018, but yes, these glasses are from 2019, the 2019 Beer City Open.
And it's the old logo too. It's the it's kind of like how Paddletech switched logos, Beer City Open switched logos as well. I think over about a year ago they did.
Yep. I actually do have something right here with the new logo on it. Hopefully it focuses on this. It's very fitting for the last year and a half. It's hand sanitizer. Man, my camera does not want to focus.
You have to go back a little bit.
But anyway, it's got the new logo on it. It's good. It's like going to be in suspense. You'll be in suspense now. You won't know what it looks like.
Yeah. No, I like it. I have a couple of wristbands with the new logo, a hat with the new logo, a couple of shirts with the new logo, and I've been wearing them around. I wore it out at the US Open, get people excited about it, and it's going to be fun, man. Lots of cool events going on at the 2021 Beer City Open in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Belknap Park, one of my favorite places to play and watch pickleball.
Hell yeah. Man, how'd you get the hookup? All I got was the hand sanitizer and a towel. You got all kinds of good stuff.
Well, Paul Richards, he was down here for the Open, and he had given them to me. And then also Tom and Nicole Miller were down here, and they dropped off a few things too. So yeah, I got the hookup.
Nice. But yeah, I like the new logo. I always liked the old logo, but the new logo is fire. That's what the kids are saying these days. It's fire.
So is lit not a thing? It's fire.
Yeah, I don't think people say lit anymore. That is so 2017 and before.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then it's fire. I can go with that. I can get on board with that. I'm hip. I'm young.
That's right. Speaking about being hip and young, for those of you out there that are on TikTok, make sure you check out the Eddie and Webby TikTok account because we are on TikTok now.
Webby's been TikToking it up. Thank God, Webby, that you have teenage daughters because they can teach you how to do that. Because I don't know TikTok. I've never done it. I feel like such an old man when I say that, but I'm glad that one of us in this partnership actually knows how to do the TikTok. Right?
Yeah, it's been fun, but apparently I'm still doing it wrong because, like, I think we might have talked about this last time, but like, I like horizontal video. I hate vertical video.
Yep.
TikTok is known for vertical video, so like I edit all my videos in horizontal mode, and my daughters are like, "Oh, you got to stop doing horizontal. It's all about the vertical video on TikTok."
No, I hate that. Human beings don't see like this. We see like this. That's why. That's why things are wide and narrow, and it's because of these stupid phones, and people want to hold them up in their hand. That's the only reason that there's video like that. But it's stupid. I hate it.
Yeah,
I get so mad. I honestly, I wanted to reach out to Apple and be like, can you have a setting in here that blocks people from taking video like this, and it forces them to actually do video like this? Because I hate it. It drives me nuts. Like, you know, all of people send me videos like, oh, check out my kid playing soccer. And it's like, oh, well, you can just see them, but you can't see anything to the left or right of them, which if you filmed it in horizontal landscape mode, you would. So just stop getting video like that, people.
Yeah, I can't stand it. And I feel like TikTok is only going to make things worse because in order to see full screen, you have to be vertical. So that's why they say I'm doing it wrong, because it doesn't fill up the entire screen. But it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
TikTok is ruining videography. It's ruining what people's habits. Well, even Instagram too. I know that everything's square on Instagram, right?
Yeah, that's another thing I can't stand. Like you can like finagle with it and make it go like full widescreen, but like it's by default it makes everything square, and it's super annoying. And yeah, I guess just. Are we old? Are we becoming grumpy old men now?
I made a joke calling it the TikTok, but I feel like we're at the part in our life where we need to start adding the word "the" before things and make it plural. Yeah. Like I need to go to the Kroger's. Is that on the Facebooks? Is that on the YouTubes? You know, I feel like we're at that point where you have to add. It's a combination of using the word "the" when it's not necessary, and then making something plural. That's like when you do that, that's when you know you're old and you should be playing pickleball. That's like that's when you know that you're old.
Yeah, the scary thing is like I used to add the word "the" to things when I shouldn't, just to be funny and just to be kind of like just kind of make fun of old people. But lately, I find myself doing it like not realizing I'm doing it, so it's like, oh no, it's happening.
Well, you're almost the big 4-0, right?
Oh man, yeah. About a little over a month away from the big 4-0. Crazy.
You're so old, dude. That's crazy.
Yep.
Right?
For those unaware, Eddie is the youngest of this duo by
out of our entire
3 months.
Yeah, out of entire group of friends. Because there's 7 of us that we're still pretty close that we all graduated high school with. I'm the youngest in the group, so I'll be finishing up the year that we all turn 40.
Yep. It all goes downhill with you turning 40.
What?
Or uphill, over the hill. What is it? Is 40 over the hill? Is that the age that's over the hill?
Yeah, I think technically 40 is probably over the hill. Yeah.
Man.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
Sure. So as long as it. Yeah, go ahead.
Just you know what? Actually, why don't we start on our snacks as I tell this story? Which snack do you want to start off with here? I'm gonna go and show you. We have a whole load of pickle flavored snacks that we're going to be enjoying this evening. Which one should we start off with?
Do we want to do weird first, or do we want to do what I think sounds like the tastiest first?
Why don't we go with like something to ease our way into it, so not overpowering, just like.
All right, decent. I got one here. This sounds good, and it's got very funny labeling. You probably already know which one I'm talking about, but we have some pickled flavored peanuts, and the brand is D's Nuts.
D's Nuts. Do you know what that's from?
Nuts. I don't know where that originated from. I want to say Snoop Dogg, but I don't know for sure. Because I know it is him. Okay, so I'm still pretty hip. I'm still young and hip.
Yep, it was from Snoop Dogg. I think it was from the Doggy Style album, one of the interludes. Because you know how back then rappers used to do interludes all the time and like little skits and stuff. I think it was one of the interludes on that album.
I
right
love
before
the
G's and Hustlers. Yeah.
I love the packaging there.
Yep. We can throw links down below too to all this. I ordered all of these on Amazon and I shipped one set to me and one set to Webby. So yeah. These nuts, these are dill pickle flavored.
So I opened it and smelled it. It really doesn't have a lot of dill smell to me. No. It smells just like a can of peanuts.
Yeah, there's not much to the odor at all. Yeah. You definitely get, it's overwhelmingly peanut, but you definitely get a little bit of that vinegary, a little bit of that salty. I don't get a ton of like garlic or anything, but definitely like, it's almost, to me, if you told me these were salt and vinegar peanuts, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like a slight hint of dill flavoring. I'm liking them though. Like these are really good.
I can see myself snack on them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like that.
So we were just thinking about this the other day, where I remember my mom's 40th birthday party, and we actually had come home from our Florida trip to Fort Myers Beach, and literally I showed up at my mom's 40th birthday party. So think about that. It was, and she's gonna be mad that I'm sharing her age, but it was 2000, and I remember it's just crazy to think that the age we are now was her age then. Like, isn't that just I'm not expressing this right, but you know what I'm saying?
No, that's very crazy to think about. My parents were a little on the older side when they had me, so I was only like 10, maybe not even 10 when they turned 40. So I don't specifically remember it, but like when you're that age, I feel like you don't care about adult birthday parties. All you care about is your own birthday.
Well, it was fun. I remember I got to enjoy some Jello shots, and to think that I would have a son at my age who, well, wasn't legal drinking age, but oh man, my parents are gonna be mad if they listen to this. In my household, if I wasn't going anywhere, it may or may not have been acceptable for me to enjoy a beverage or two. But my mom's actually tuning in here, and she's saying, yes, I'm mad. Sorry, Mom. I'm really sorry about that. But do you remember we coming home from that trip?
Which trip are you talking about?
So this would have been the Fort Myers Beach trip. So the one
of course.
After I remember we came home. I went right to the party, and it was a good time.
Yeah, I loved that trip. We had a couple awesome Florida trips when we were young lads.
That's right. We went to New Smyrna Beach right after we graduated high school. Like literally, wasn't it within a week?
Yeah, it was like right after.
That's where the picture for the thumbnail of our video came from. It was you and me at the resort, and I was choking you out with a shuffleboard stick. Is that what they're called? I don't even know. Yeah, I should know. I live in Florida, but
yeah, I'm sure there is an official name. But yeah, it was the big like the staff or whatever you use for shuffleboard to push the discs with. But yeah, you were choking me out with that, raising me in the air. I love that picture. But it's funny because a lot of people, like, sometimes YouTube or Facebook will kind of crop the edges of the picture out, and people think it's like a very inappropriate picture, but it's because they're not seeing the whole thing. Because when it's cropped, it does kind of look like we're not wearing any clothes or anything in the picture, and it looks like some weird stuff's going on. But I can assure you, we were just at the beach. We had our bathing
weird
suits
stuff
on.
used to go on, and on those trips, and that's an example of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird stuff, but it was clean for the most part.
Yeah. Well, so this would have been a few months ago when my wife and I went up to, where did we go? Oh, Beverly Beach. This would have been back in October. We actually went by that resort. I don't know if you remember or not, but I sent pictures and video from when we were there.
Yes. That was very cool. Very good stuff.
Yeah. That's interesting.
One of these days we got to show some pictures or videos from the old days of of you and I getting into the wacky antics from way back in the day, because people are always asking like, oh, how long have you guys known each other and stuff like that. So it'd be cool to show videos and pictures from way back.
Yeah, for over half our lives we've known each other, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder I wonder how many people still stay in contact, like close contact with their high school friends. Because most people, it's like when they get out of high school, they're like, oh, forget high school. I'm way too cool for that. And then some people are like stuck in high school forever. Like I guarantee if we went back to where we grew up, there'd still be some people that probably maybe not at our school, but that I went to when I went to public school that can't ever escape that. They just kind of live that life, And
right.
I don't know. It's interesting how there's two dynamics, but I doubt it's very common for a group of guys to be as good of friends as we all are.
Yeah, I would agree, especially because we have a pretty good sized group of friends too, and for us all to still be close all these years later. I mean, I just got remarried a few years ago, and everybody was in my bridal party still, and yeah, pretty wild.
Yep, there's some wild times back in the day. But now we're old, and we call the YouTubes and the Facebooks.
And we play pickleball.
No, it's perfect. And I live in Naples, Florida. So what else do you need?
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you, man, pickleball, it's getting younger and younger, especially here in Southeast Michigan. I don't know about down in Florida because I know that's kind of retirement community area, but where I'm at, it's getting younger and younger. There's a lot of junior tournaments going on. Actually, no, Simone just had a big juniors thing going on down there, didn't she?
Yeah, I went and got video. She has her new foundation, and it's basically right now, the foundation isn't geared towards kids as a foundation. It could shift and help other things through the foundation, but right now it's really helping the youth and creating almost like a scholarship program. And she had, I think it was 18 juniors at the Bonita Springs YMCA that she was helping with, and I got to do a video. I got to actually interview all 18 of them, and I'm gonna do these little fun little 2-minute clips highlighting player profiles for each of them. What's crazy to me is they range from the age of 7 all the way up to 16, and 75% of them would easily beat me any day of the week. That's how good they are. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool that most of them play, anywhere from the vast majority are 4-0 to 5-0 level play. I mean, you have Wyatt Stone, who he plays competitively at the 5-0 level.
Oh yeah.
So it's really cool to see. In fact, I played against one of them, or maybe it was her sister, at the U.S. Open in mixed doubles day. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I love it. I love to see the juniors getting more involved. And here in Southeast Michigan, our good friend Stephanie Dabbs, last year she did a juniors tournament, and she's doing another one this year. So my daughter Addison, she is planning on doing that again. And there's a good amount of young players in this area, so I have a feeling it's probably going to be another good crowd for that this year.
Well, Dominic Osborne, he's from your area, and I mean, I know we've both played with his parents. I know you've played a couple tournaments with his dad, Mark. But his mom, Janae, she was down with him, and I got to hang out with them for a little bit. And you got to play against him in a Eddie or Webby versus everybody match, right?
Yeah, that was by far the closest match of all the Webby versus everybody's yet. We went 3 games, and it was down to the wire on game 3. So I mean, you can't really ask for much more than that, other than a victory, which I did not get. But but it was awesome. Yeah, he's a very good young player, and he just keeps getting better. And but yeah, I love playing with the Osborne family. All of them are very fun to play with.
That's cool. What should our next snack be?
I feel like we should start getting a little weird with this next one.
Okay.
Oh man, there's 3 weird ones I have in mind. Okay, I'm gonna assign a number to each one. You pick a number. That'll be what we go with. So 1, 2, or 3. I've got something in mind for each number. What's the number?
3.
All right, that is the frozen treat that we have.
Oh, mine's already starting to melt. I literally pulled it out just a few minutes ago. But this is the pickle ice.
Yep. Pickle ice. It says it is a pickle ice flavored freeze pop. It's made by Van Holten's. And it says it's to refresh and rehydrate, and it's electrolyte enhanced.
I mean,
sounds like something that would be really good on a hot day during or after pickleball.
Sounds like pickle juice with electrolytes. I don't know. Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Are you looking for a new? I know you just came out with your new flavor of Electrolyte Supreme, but maybe you need pickle flavored.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try that, by the way, the Fruit Punch Jigsaw Health.
Oh, yeah.
Electrolyte Supreme. I haven't tried it yet, but it sounds delicious. Ooh.
Oh, my God.
It has a very strong pickle scent.
Holy crap. Oh, my God. It's like concentrated pickle juice. Wow.
Ooh.
That is, woo. Oh, it's got turmeric in it, so that's good. That's good for inflammation.
It just made me gleek. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but it made me gleek just now. So I feel like anytime I eat something sour or something that tantalizes the taste buds, it makes me gleek. And that just happened.
Do you ever get where you when you have something really sour, where like behind your jaw it starts to like cramp up or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm assuming
like a sharp.
Yep.
Like a sharp pain, kind of. It's happening now with this thing.
Is it? I guarantee it's going to happen to me tonight. Every time I have something sour, like pickles or anything, it does that.
I can feel it. I can feel it in the back of the jaw, that sharp feeling. But oh man, yeah, very, very, very pickly. That's for sure.
So here's the funny part. I feel like if I had one of these like between pickleball matches, and I went out of the court, I would smell like this. I'd smell like garlic through my sweat the entire rest of the day.
Yeah. It has like a weird aroma. Like it's pickly, but like
a little farty.
A little farty. Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit like poo. But yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like farty is a little better because like poo is just like super gross. Farty is like gross, but not quite as gross as poo.
Yeah. It's a little pickle farty. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not. The more it opens up, the more I'm able to get past the farty notes a little bit.
Yeah. Welcome to Dinking Around with Eddie and Webby, everybody.
Well, I just spilled. That's gonna burn a hole through my shirt, I think.
See, I don't think I'm gonna finish this right now. I don't know about you.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and just put that there. It's probably just gonna end up leaking all over my desk, but oh well.
Yeah, that one was definitely interesting. I definitely rank the dill flavored peanuts higher than that one.
Yeah, I mean, I could see these nuts like if you put them out and people were like snacking on them at a little party at your house, a little get together, then I think everybody would be like, yeah, they're good.
Yeah. I would absolutely buy the D's nuts again because it's like the perfect amount of seasoning to me. Because I like things that just have like a hint of flavor, not overpowering, and I feel like they're seasoned just right.
Mm-hmm. It's a good seasoning. Now we need to wash down that frozen pickle juice with beverage.
Yeah, I do feel like a good IPA or a pale ale seems to pair very nicely with pickle flavored stuff.
I agree. What? So you picked out the first two. I'm going to pick out one, and then while we're going through it, want to hear what's going on. I know you got a lot of craziness going on in the pickleball world for you, and I want to definitely hear more about that. But I'm thinking I'm in the mood for a pretzel. So,
okay,
we got these pretzel cravings, dill pickle.
Yeah, these sound good. These my daughters saw these and they were kind of jealous. They were like, "Oh, do we have to wait until after you open them for the podcast? I want to try those." But I was like, "Nope,
Daddy,
can't be open."
Daddy, do I have to wait? Daddy,
Daddy, must we wait?
I'm joking, but I do know that your one daughter, she actually does a pretty awesome British accent.
She does. Yeah, she has a whole YouTube channel where she does unboxings, and she, for whatever reason, she decided to do a British accent because she kind of wanted to like hide her identity a little bit. So, and she stuck with it.
That's pretty cool. Wow. All right, now we're talking here. Now we're talking about some solid dill flavor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's stronger than the nuts. It really is, but it's very pleasant, like really enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree. The flavoring is definitely stronger than the nuts, but it's still not too like overpowering, and very tasty. I would recommend this also.
As I mentioned, we'll throw links to all this stuff down below. That way you guys can buy them, but all accessible on Amazon.
So what do you guys think? Is it fun to listen to us eat food? Because I wonder how it is to listen to it, because I'm having a great time eating the food. Yeah, I'm gonna you guys find value out of what we think is actually good as far as what's pretzel or pickle flavored.
I'm gonna crank up the mic and do a little, what's it called? ASMR? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, the kids love the ASMR.
I'm gonna grab 3 little pretzel sticks. I'm gonna crank up the mic, and you're just gonna hear me do it. Okay, you ready?
Let's hear it.
These are good pretzels.
that was good. That was good ASMR.
Was it?
And if anybody listening doesn't know what ASMR is, ask your kids or grandkids, and they will fill you in, because kids love ASMR. I thought it was the stupidest thing ever the first time I heard it, but there are some ASMR YouTube channels out there that are actually pretty legit and pretty good and soothing.
What does ASMR stand for? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. I don't know what it stands for, but all I know is it's like what you were doing. Like you stay quiet, and then you like whisper, or you chew on something, or you tap on something like into the mic, and it picks it up like real loud and vibrantly. And apparently people love it because the channels that have ASMR videos get millions and millions of views. I'm telling you, man, I don't get what it is that causes kids to watch what they watch on YouTube these days.
That's crazy. It really is. It's bizarre. I don't know. By the way, Nicole, go ahead.
I was going to say, when you were a kid, if somebody told you like some of the most popular YouTube channels would be somebody playing video games, like you watch somebody play video games, wouldn't you think they were on crack if they said that? Because, I mean, I don't want to watch somebody play a video game. I want to play the video game.
Well, but, I mean, think about when we used to hang out. I mean, we'd have 6 guys in your basement, and 1 or 2 would be playing video games, and we would just sit around and BS and watch, right?
Yeah, I guess so, but I kind of hated those people that were playing the video game because I was jealous. I was like, I want to be that person playing the video game right now. Yeah. Get away from the video game. I want to play. I want to play the video game. These people that watch the videos of people playing video games.
Yep.
Anybody,
you're definitely
bonus points.
old.
Bonus points for anybody who knows what imitation I was doing. I bet nobody will get it because it was a really bad imitation.
No, I thought it was good. It was good.
Thank you.
By the way, Nicole Miller wants to know, where do we get those pretzels? Amazon. Nicole will send you a link. Well, we'll put it below. They're good. In fact, if you could buy some of these, that way when we see you at Beer City Open, they could be our little snacks. That'd be awesome.
Oh yes, that would be excellent in between match and commentary snacks. I would love it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny. So yeah, so Eddie ordered all the stuff on Amazon and had it sent to my house. I had no idea what he was going to send to me, and like it was funny because me and my wife and daughters, we were all confused because like we would see the Amazon truck pull up and bring us stuff, and we all kind of looked at each other. Did you order something? Did you order something? No, I didn't order anything. Like I forgot that you were getting all this stuff from, or actually, I don't think I even knew that you were getting it from Amazon. So it was weird because none of us were expecting anything. So it was just it was a weird experience to get an Amazon delivery, not expecting an Amazon delivery.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Amazon's at our house every other day anyway, so it's crazy.
Yeah, that is true here too. I feel like I've been trying to cut back lately because I've bought so many random stupid things from Amazon over the past year and a half. It's just like anytime I get a thought of purchasing something, it's like, is it on Amazon? Okay, purchase.
Well, we're Christine and I are pretty good about like we don't like stuff, and in fact now we're in the process of moving, and we're reminded again why we don't like stuff. And I feel like with Amazon, we buy like a lot of our even staples on it. Like I get my medications delivered through them. We get certain groceries and things delivered through Amazon. Coffee, our Keurig cups, everything. Like I feel like Amazon's constantly delivering, but it's usually just like stuff that we live on,
Right.
By the way, we got a comment here from Hillary Hilton Merrill, and Hillary said, "You mentioned the overpowering taste of dill pickle. What is overpowering to be is the smell of movie theater dill pickles being eaten behind me during a movie. I like to eat dill pickles, but in an enclosed theater, I don't want to smell one." So were these actually sold at the movie theater, Hillary, or did somebody bring in pocket pickles, or like purse pickles? I want to know, like, because it seems like pickles at a movie theater is kind of a weird snack. Have you ever seen them sell pickles at a movie theater?
Not actual pickles. I know the popcorn has like a lot of the theaters around here will have like the different flavored powders that you can put on the popcorn. So maybe dill pickle is one of the options. Maybe that's what she's talking about. Yeah, she said movie theater dill pickles. Oh no, movie theater dill pickles. I thought she was talking about popcorn. So I do not recall seeing actual dill pickles that you can get at the movie theater. That sounds like a horrible idea.
Yeah, I mean, but I agree that if I was at a movie theater, and it depends on what you're eating. Like if you're eating Raisinets and all you can smell is pickles, it's not going to enhance your experience. Or like, I guess movie theater popcorn wouldn't be that bad, but still, here we go. Hillary said they sell dill pickles in Texas movie theaters. Interesting.
Wow.
Okay,
that is interesting.
Webby, we got to make a trip down to Texas and get some. I want some of these movie theater dill pickles.
Right, I want to try them. I mean, I love dill pickles, but like, if I was a movie theater owner, I mean, people are gonna drop like half of what they purchase to eat. Like the popcorn gets dropped, whatever they buy, half of it's gonna end up in the seats. That seems like a horrible thing to sell because like you're gonna get pickles dropped in your seats. That smell is not coming out anytime soon.
No, like the thing is that like the pickle smell, if it's just a little hint of it, it kind of smells as like nothing good. It's not like you ever walked by like if you spill a little bit of pickle juice and you walk by it a week later, you're not gonna walk by and be like, oh nice, it smells like pickles. You're gonna be like, it smells like feet, or it smells a little farty. It's like it's not gonna be a pleasant smell. So yeah, I wonder what their motivation is to sell movie theater pickles.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the taste of dill. I love pickles, but like, I feel like that's the only time that I appreciate the smell of pickles is when I'm eating them. If I were to smell them when somebody else is eating them, I feel like it's not a good smell.
Like, could you imagine you're like you go to somebody's house for the first time and you're sitting down talking and they're just like snacking on dill pickles. It's not going to be a fun, welcoming, warm experience. It's going to be like, seriously. That's kind of weird. It's a weird thing to be doing.
Right, and then if they get close to you when they're talking to you, you just smell all that like that vinegary fart smell coming out of their mouth.
Right. That's why it's like, to have pickle juice between matches, I feel like I would just smell like pickles for forever, and I would just be sweating out the garlic and the pickliness to it.
Yeah, that's funny though. Thanks for the comment, Hillary. Pickleball Hall of Famer right there. Honored that you're tuning in. That's awesome.
Yes. Oh, she did send one more comment here, and she did say, the biggest dill pickles you have ever seen. It's Texas, remember? We do everything big here. That is true. Everything's bigger in Texas, right?
Yep, that's right. And don't think that I forgot, Hillary, that you challenged me to a match for Webby versus everybody. I've been practicing lately, so I know it's not going to be easy the time that we do play against each other, but I'm getting my practice in. I would love to be able to say that I beat a Hall of Famer. I would love that fact.
Yeah, that would be cool. You gotta have to practice up though to take her out, that's for sure.
I haven't done an episode in a while. Last weekend I filmed the first episode in a long time. I was on a little bit of a hiatus. Should I reveal who I played against, or should I wait?
We should have another snack and then reveal.
Okay.
What do you think our next one should be?
Man, so the last one was really good. I feel like we should go for one of the weird ones. There's two more that really stand out to me that I don't know. They could either be really horrible or just a little horrible. Not totally sure. It's gonna be weird no matter what. So I'm gonna say the one that's most intriguing to me is the pickle cotton candy.
I was hoping you were gonna say this one.
Yeah. This, I don't know what to expect with this, because, I mean, man, when I think of pickles, I think of, like, crunchy. I think of nice, like, savory crunchiness. I don't think of cotton candy. I don't think of something that is normally, like, sweet and soft on the tongue, so I don't know what to think about this.
Well, here, before you open it, I think you should open it and immediately take a whiff.
Okay.
Oh, there's a plastic wrapping. All right, does yours have a plastic wrapping?
It does have a plastic wrapping.
We need to open it like as we're breathing in. Just get it like
open it right by the microphone too, so it'll be right by my mouth and nose.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Oh, that's weird.
It's weird, yeah.
I don't even know how to explain that. Like, it doesn't even, like, if I was blindfolded, I would not think that was dill pickle, to be honest.
No. This is definitely bizarre.
Like, it almost, I almost get a hint of, like, Play-Doh smell. Do you get that at all? Like, it almost reminds me of Play-Doh.
It's like a synthetic pickle juice that you can tell is fake, you know?
Yeah. Oh. It's like, a very artificial dill scent.
Yeah.
With a hint of Play-Doh.
All right, here we go. I haven't had regular cotton candy in years. So let's see.
Man. Oh, I'm gonna pour. I got a big old chunk here. I'm just gonna cram it all in my mouth right now and see what happens.
That's actually nice. That's actually a very pleasant experience. It was not. It doesn't taste anything like how it smells. Oh wait, is it starting to kick in? I'm getting a little bit of that vinegar now is coming through at the end, like the aftertaste of it.
Maybe it's because I put such a huge piece in my mouth, but it was not a nice experience for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't find this to be. Maybe I need to do a giant piece here. Why don't you talk about what you wanted to talk about as I shove a giant amount in my mouth here? Okay.
All right. So, what I was going to do is announce who the next episode of Webby versus everybody is against. It's one of the top senior pro pickleballs in the game of pickleball. I was very honored to play with her. So there's a clue. It's a her. It's one of the top female senior pro players. She's from Michigan. So I feel like anybody from Michigan probably already knows who I'm talking about. But I played against the one and only Eva Welsher.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome. Like, I cannot wait for everybody to see that episode because, man, she is such a great player. And she's such a nice person, such a fun person, such a great player too. And it's one of my favorite Webby versus everybody episodes yet. So I'm very excited for that. I don't know when it's going to be released because I'm getting a little behind on my video editing because I've been so busy lately, but it's going to be worth the wait. That's for sure.
Yeah, she seems like she's cool. I've just met her briefly a couple times. I always think it's funny, when she plays with Scott Moore. I don't know if you noticed this, but sometimes Scott Moore can become very visibly frustrated during matches,
Yeah.
and especially when his partners might not like play perfectly. And although Ava doesn't screw up much, if she does, miss hit or hit a shot that leads to Scott getting attacked, he'll give her a look and she gives it right back. Like, what are you what are you going to say? And I think it's their dynamic out there is hilarious. To me, it's second to the dynamic between Steve Kennedy and what's her name? Wilhelm. Helen Wilhelm, is that her name? They're the funniest together, I think, out there. Second would definitely be Scott Moore and Ava Welsher.
Yeah. I love watching all of them play, but Eva Welsher, she's so passionate on the court. Like, you can typically hear her from across wherever you're playing. Whenever she's on the court and something good happens, you're going to know about it because she's pretty vocal about it. And I love that. I love that passion. I love the energy that stuff like when stuff like that happens. But yeah, it was awesome. It was such a cool experience, and I learned a lot while playing against her too. So
did she have some good advice for you?
She did, and like typically in the Webby versus everybody matches, the pros I play against, they'll give me some tips at the end, but she was giving me tips and like talking to the camera like throughout all of our matches, which was pretty cool of her. And it was kind of funny because I was able to take advantage of the advice that she gave me immediately. And it was like some people might have seen that as bad strategy to give me advice while we were playing our matches and stuff, or like in between in the matches. But you'll see what I mean when the video comes out. But it was awesome. I am excited to get that one out there.
She probably wasn't too worried about the advice she was giving you.
Probably not.
That's not a dig against your game. That's basically just I know how good she is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's funny because she's the only person so far. She's the only pro player I've played against so far that was willing to give me advice in between matches. I think everybody else was, for some reason, too scared to give me advice until after our matches, but not Eva.
That's cool.
But yeah, that was awesome. But so how was the pickle cotton candy when you took a much bigger bite?
A little less pleasant. It's definitely a small dose kind of candy. It's not. It's not. It wasn't the most pleasant things. I feel like my stomach is not too happy with me right now, to be quite frank with you. But try a little bit. Try like a big league chew amount. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a nice little tiny piece. I don't know why I just went for it and did a gigantic piece, but let's see how this one is.
Why not?
Yeah, definitely much more enjoyable to do just a tiny piece because it definitely doesn't taste like it smells. It's much better tasting than it smells as far as the flavor. But I can't say I would ever buy this one again just because it's just weird to me. I mean, I just don't. Honestly, I've never been a giant cotton candy fan. Like when I was a kid, I liked it and stuff, but I don't know. I outgrew it, and it never really seemed appealing to me. Especially like combining pickles with cotton candy is not something I would have ever thought to do. Mm-hmm. And after eating it, it didn't really change my mind that it was a bad idea to do.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I definitely don't think that one's at the top of my list here. But
yeah, at the moment, the pretzels and the peanuts are definitely at the top of the list. Mm-hmm. I'd probably put the pretzels number 1 and the peanuts a very close number 2.
And I think I would flip-flop those, but again, very close between the two. I just think I like peanuts better than pretzels anyway. So
yeah, and I feel like if you ask me, like, it depends on the day. Some days I prefer pretzels over peanuts. Some days vice versa. So like whatever snack I'm in the mood for would definitely be number 1 at the list the day that you ask me because the peanuts were very, very good.
So Webby, I don't know if you know this or not, but I've been cheating on Paddle Tech a little bit lately over the last couple months. Did you know that?
What? I know you said something about that recently, how you were starting to dabble with a different paddle.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Before I get into that, do you think it's time we do a little chugging contest here?
Oh man, it's time. It's already time for that, huh?
I mean, why not? Right? I mean, if I'm going to announce to the world how I am, I'm stepping out on a company that I love. I'm making a bigger deal out of it than I really need to be. I've just been experimenting with another paddle that I really like and I've been very successful with. And it happens to be something other than Paddle Tech, who, as you know, Webby and I have been playing with for a long time. And so it's just, yeah. But
And I mean, I can't say anything against it. I dabbled with like stuff other than Paddle Tech for a while, and I ended up coming back to Paddle Tech. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Even when Curtis was on the show, he even said like he just wants more people to play the game. If it happens to be with the Paddle Tech paddle, that's awesome. But I mean, as long as people are out there playing pickleball, that's all they really care about.
Yeah, and I agree. So what are we gonna chug here? You ready to show the word? I already took the lid off, so I gotta be careful.
Okay. Yeah, so this is called Pickle Splash Pickle Juice. I think it's literally just a bottle of pickle juice. Like, well, it says it tastes like fresh squeezed pickles. It says it's a great recovery drink. It relieves cramps. It's electrolyte rich, great source of antioxidants. It's a good cocktail mixer. And yeah, so I don't know if this is just like pickle juice flavored stuff or if it's literally bottled pickle juice. I don't know.
Well, it's got water, salt, vinegar, calcium chloride, natural flavoring, and turmeric. So it sounds like pickle juice to me. And I mean, anti-inflammatory with the turmeric, anti-cramping. Vinegar is good for you too. Yeah, I mean, see, natural flavoring though, that's what scares me because there's so many things that can fall under natural flavoring, right? Like, right. Do you know? Have we talked about it on the podcast about beaver butt?
Yes. Isn't that vanilla? Isn't vanilla extract basically beaver butthole or something?
If you're drinking a vanilla beverage and it says natural flavors on it and it doesn't say vanilla, it's more than likely that you're drinking beaver butt. Seriously, go look it up. I'm not making it up. Everybody I've told to immediately pulls out their phone and Googles it because they think that I'm some conspiracy theorist. I'm not.
Yep.
There's a gland inside the beaver's butt that falls under the FDA's definition of natural flavoring, and it has a vanilla-y flavor to it. So, yeah, your vanilla Coca-Cola, that's beaver butt Coke.
Yep. I learned that on this show because of you. I thought you were full of shit when you said it, but like everybody, I pulled out the phone. Yep. Google proved you to be right.
Like it normally does,
I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe Bill Gates and you are in cahoots. I mean, maybe Bill Gates wants the world to think that vanilla is beaver butt.
Yeah, well.
Oh, wait, he doesn't go on Google. He owns a Microsoft. What am I talking about?
I was going to make a comment, but I didn't want to make you feel bad. I mean, you work for a tech company in a tech role. I didn't want to dox you there a little bit, but wait. Okay, that's another term. Dox. Did I use that correctly? Because I thought that was like outing somebody, but I think doxing is more like telling people where you live. Is that right?
I think so. You brought that up during a show too, and I didn't know what you're talking about. I still don't know what that means, but you're probably right about whatever that means. So I'm having trouble opening this. This has a seal on the top, and it reminds me of when you open up a thing of windshield washer fluid.
Yeah,
like that like the foil seal on top. But this is like filled to the brim, so like I'm afraid to like poke it too hard because I feel like pickle juice is gonna splash everywhere.
Mine came off pretty easy, so I think if you just kind of dig your nails around the outside. And
there it goes. It did kind of explode on me. Did you see the explosion happen?
I saw a little splash here. All right, so
my finger reeks now. God. Oh well.
Oh, I took a whiff. I shouldn't have done that. That was not smart. So, dude, so this chugging contest, it's not a who can. It's how do I say this? This is we're going to base this off the total volume that we consumed, and we'll just do it by visibly looking at where the line is on here. It's not how long. So if you want to do it slow or fast, that's fine. But it's just how much volume can we get in one take before putting the bottle down or vomiting or crying, or I guess if we can cry, that's fine. Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be a very short contest based on what I'm already smelling.
Yeah, I made the mistake of smelling it too. That's not good here. But
oh man,
yeah, I wonder. Do you think this would be better cold or warm? Hillary, you said you like to do pickle juice or straight mustard. Do you like your pickle juice cooled down, or do you prefer it to be like pickleball bag temp? Because pickleball bag temp can be room temp, but it could also be like 100 freaking degrees, when you're playing outside. So that's what I want to know.
So I did refrigerate mine. What about you? Did you refrigerate yours?
I did not.
Oh, okay. All right. Typically I prefer anything I drink. I prefer it to be cold.
Coffee.
So I'm not a coffee drinker. So yeah. I mean, I probably if I was a coffee drinker, I'm sure I would prefer it hot. But
red wine.
I'm not much of a wine drinker either. But
all right.
Okay, so there's hot beverages, whatever. For the most part, I typically mostly like things cold.
Okay. All right, I'm with you.
And I prefer my pickles cold too, so I figured I would like pickle juice better cold.
I should have refrigerated this. Oh well. All right, what do you say? Do you want to do it?
All right, here we go for the first time in a long time.
And then I'll talk about my my new paddle that I've been playing with here.
Right,
actually, yeah, do your thing.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we chugged anything on the show. Yeah. This is like the olden days, but here we go. Ziggy zuggy, ziggy zuggy, oi oi oi. 3, 2, 1, chug. Oh, I'm done. Oh, oh God. Oh God, that's not good. That's not good.
No, that's not very good. How we do? Oh, I won.
You got me. It was close though. It wasn't too far off. Oh man, yeah. I should have held my breath.
Well, maybe it's easier warmer. Maybe it's not as bitey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely had a lot of bite. But so I actually like pickle juice. Like I will like after pickleball, I'll take swigs of pickle juice out of the jar, and I feel like I could have drank like a regular jar of pickle juice like with pickles in it longer than I drank this. This just, I don't know, something about it. It was very bitey, like you said, bitey.
Gets you here, and it gets you right here.
Yeah, I would much rather drink real pickle juice from the jar of pickles than this stuff.
Yeah, that's not bad though. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge, and I could definitely see myself enjoying it. It's not like it can go bad. It's basically like what you use to kill bacteria. So,
but yeah, I mean, I could see it being good, like as a mixer of some sort. And it wasn't horrible. Like I will say, it wasn't horrible. It just, when it comes to chugging stuff, I don't recommend chugging it.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard to say that I chugged it. It actually, like, it kind of poured slowly. Like I tried. It was kind of like a slow, like kind of thing. Like I couldn't really chug it that fast. So I know this thing was filled to the very, very top though. So I drank a decent amount. And
a couple ounces.
It even says the serving size is 2 ounces. So I drank at least a serving size.
That was probably a serving size. Yeah. That's cool. So we're talking about paddles, and I have been playing for the last couple months with the Johnny Pickleball Elite Pro Maverick from Engage. And I got to tell you, I should have grabbed it. I totally forgot to grab it out of my pickleball bag. But I've got to tell you, I am loving this paddle. And
nice.
It's much so. For those of you out there, Webby and I, we love our Tempest Wave Pro and our Tempest Rain Pro, right? Just I don't know. I'm just going to speak on both of our behalves here, Webby. But to me, it was like the perfect paddle at the perfect spot in my game to when I needed something that was perfectly balanced and allowed me to really focus on control and my soft game and all of those things that the Tempest Wave Pro is there without losing a lot of power, because you can still generate a lot of power from the Tempest Wave Pro. But when I started playing with the Elite Pro, Johnny Pickleball Edition, I instantly realized that paddle is it's in a different world than the Tempest Wave Pro. And when I first started playing with it, a lot of my balls were going out. My dinks were going wide. My cross-court dinks were going wide. And it was a very unforgiving paddle. But once I learned how to tame that beast, oh my God, what I can do with this paddle now has changed my game. The ability for me to shape the ball, the power that it generates, the quick hands that I can have up at the line, and even with my dinks, being able to put a lot of spin on them, top spin on my drives, like everything is just amped up a little bit more than what I've been able to do with my previous paddle. And I got to tell you, I'm loving it. I'm going to stick with it. And yeah, like I said, I've been a PaddleTech fanboy for a long time. I'm not leaving them, but for right now, this paddle it's up there for me, and I'm loving it.
Nice, man. I would love to see how you do with that paddle against me in a full court singles match with my Tempest Rain Pro. I wonder how that would go. Would it be
we probably get a
blowout
chance
one
to,
way
right?
or the other? Yeah.
I don't know, man. Well, here's the thing. You've been playing a lot of singles lately. I have not been playing a lot of singles lately. My neighbor, Denny, he's back up in Columbus now, and he was really the only one that I was playing singles with on a regular basis. So I really do need to step up my singles game a little bit. And I was doing really well for a while. You know, I got a couple medals in 3-5 singles. I got blown out at the U.S. Open, like not even close. And, you know, my game kind of went down. But I think between now and Beer City Open, I'm going to focus on it a lot. And hopefully it should be good. But you and I should definitely do a singles match.
Yeah,
in Grand Rapids.
I would love to do that. I know we talked about for Webby versus everybody, we would do like a dinking battle. But I don't know. I mean, should this be the official I didn't mean Webby versus everybody, but Eddie versus Webby. Should we do full court to see how it goes, or should we make it more of an exhibition to where it's not for the belt? I don't know. What do you think?
Man, I mean, here's the thing is like, you know, if I'm going to put the belt on a line, I want to do it with something where I'm feeling confident about it, and I know that I have the ability to properly train ahead of time. If you want to go do a dinking one, I'm fully prepared for that right now. Singles, okay. I can totally do it, but you know, I guess it's up to you to issue the official challenge or not, and then it's for me to be able to decide. Like if you offer me an official challenge, I'm going to say yes. It's just a matter of when. And if Beer City Open is the next time we're going to see each other for a while, I feel like that's the only one that's going to make sense. And right now, I don't know how confident I'll feel in my singles game by then. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about.
I gotcha. So I feel like to maintain the integrity of Eddie versus Webby, we've done a couple shows now where we talked about in depth how the next one would be the dinking battle. So I do think we should stick with that as the official Eddie versus Webby match. But I really want to play a full court singles match. So maybe we can do we'll do like an exhibition full court match.
Okay.
But whenever we get a chance to do the dinking thing, that'll be the one that's like the official one for the belt. I think that's the best way to do it.
Maybe here's what we can do. All right, hear me out. We'll start off with the official Eddie versus Webby dinking battle match. And then if you win, I'm going to immediately challenge you right there on the spot to a full court singles match.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I like it. I like it. I say we should do that. I like that a lot.
But if I win, then what? Because that's not fair for me to be able to say I'm going to challenge you right then and there, but I won't let you do the same for me.
Right? Yeah. I guess I could do the same. Oh man, who knows? Yeah, I guess it could go either way. Interesting.
Well, the only disadvantage too is that so speaking of the Beer City Open, I'm going to be getting there the Tuesday night, whatever that's like July 6th, I think, because I play singles Wednesday. I think at like 9:30 is when my bracket starts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I have not played singles much lately. Like I know I played against Eva Welsher recently, so that was good experience. But before that, I didn't play a lot because pretty much once the weather got nice here in Michigan, I've played nothing but doubles I've barely played singles, so I feel like I definitely wouldn't have too much of an advantage as far as how much I've played it. Plus, I'm gonna go a full week out of town on vacation with the family before, like, right before Beer City opens. So I'm not gonna be playing much at all. I'm probably gonna bring a paddle with me and try to find somewhere to play. I'm gonna be in Tennessee for a week, so I'm gonna try to find some place to play while I'm there. But I won't have the in-depth play time that I'm used to lately. So I don't know.
Well, it's your call. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you, I feel like whoever is the loser of the previous match should really be the one that decides the terms of what the next match is. So
yeah,
I think in the spirit of competition, if you do want to challenge me to a full court singles match while we're there at the Beer City Open, as Eddie versus Webby 7, is that right? Are we on 7 now or 6?
Man, I can't remember. It's been so long. I feel like we might have already. Oh man, I don't know. Was the last one 6 or 7? I can't remember now.
Well, either I don't think it was 7. I think it was either 5 or 6. But anyway, if you want to issue that challenge for me, then I will accept. So you just I think you got to pick tonight though whether you want to do, first of all, if you want to challenge me, and then if you want to do the dink battle or full court singles. Either one I'm good with. I just need to know tonight. That way I know what to prepare for.
Okay. Well, like I said before, I want to go with the integrity of what we've already talked about, what we've already built up a bit. So I do want the next one to be the dinking battle. Okay. But I do think if time permits and we can find a court, I think if I do end up losing the dinking one, I do think I will try to challenge for a full court singles before we leave the Beer City Open location.
Okay. Well, and even if it's just an exhibition match, I definitely want to play some singles games.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That'd be fun. So let's reiterate the rules of our dinking battle. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page. It's going to be played exactly like a normal game, except for the ball has to land in your opponent's kitchen to be considered in, right?
Yep. If it's beyond the kitchen line, it's out. If it hits the kitchen line, that's fine. It's kind of like the baseline. The kitchen line becomes the baseline. So if it hits that line, it's inbounds. But otherwise, if it goes beyond the kitchen line, that is out of bounds. Okay. However,
well, real quick before you get there, is full court or half court?
Oh man, I can't remember if we decided full court or half court. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, full court, it's a different game altogether. I've done full court before, and it's a freaking grind is what it is, man. It's like, it definitely is, it's not as long of points, and your legs are just on fire at the end because you're basically down in the ready position and going, cross court a lot. So it's a very tough game, but I'd be open to it. I think the half court, like skinny style, is easier and will lead to some better points because now you're playing it more like you would a doubles game dinking than you would, a singles game.
Yeah. So I can't remember what we decided on in the past, but right now I am leaning. I would say half court. I'm good with half court.
All right, we'll do half court then. Okay, and keep going with
whatever, however we want to say it.
Yeah, skinny. I think would be better way to describe it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's dinking. Like, you got to keep the ball in the kitchen. We're gonna do skinny rules to where, like, if it's you can't not full court, not full kitchen, half kitchen, skinny kitchen, whatever you want to say. But I know one thing we brought up that I like is it's encouraged to go for body bag shots. So if you hit the person, you get the point. Also, we said if you are able to block it. So let's say Eddie whips one and tries to body bag me. If I defend it and block it and it ends up going beyond the kitchen line, it's still good. Wasn't that what we talked about? How you kind of get rewarded for stopping it from hitting your body. And then as long as you get over the net, even if it goes beyond the kitchen line, that's the only time it's acceptable.
Yep.
Well, no, actually, if we do an ATP though, also ATPs are acceptable no matter where they land.
Yep. ATPs are acceptable no matter where they land. And if you block it, same thing. It doesn't have to be on the half of the court that your opponent is playing in. Like if they're directly across from you and you block it and it goes to the other corner, that's still good. So the only time that the actual skinny part matters is when you're just doing normal dinking. And then when it's ATPs or a blocked body bag, then anywhere on the court is considered acceptable.
Right. Okay. And I know at one point we kind of we toyed with the idea of involving alcohol. Like if certain things happen, should we go with that, you think? Or I don't know, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think, drinking and dinking would be a lot of fun. I've done it before. It's a good time. I don't want to get Belknap Park in trouble by
doing that's right. Yeah, I think that's true. I think alcohol might not be permitted in the court areas, so maybe that might not be the greatest idea. We can save that for a future match.
we could just like between matches enjoy a beverage, or right before. There's a lot of different options when it comes to that. I think, but yeah, I would agree.
At some point, not here, because I do know Belknap has like some strict rules about like alcohol not being on the courts and stuff like that. But I think in the future we do need to play somewhere where we can play where certain types of shots require the other person to take a shot or a swig of beer or something like that.
Okay,
I think that does have to happen at some point.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good time. Good time for show.
Yeah, so that is that will be the next Webby, the Eddie versus Webby match for the brand new championship belt. I do actually have it right here, so if you want to talk about something while I unveil it real quick.
Well, actually, so the other thing that we've had in the past that we've also competed with is the Kyle Yates signed paddle that he gave to us after the Eddie and Webby versus Kyle Yates match from 2 years ago at Beer City Open. Is that still up for grabs, or are we just making this belt the new thing?
Oh man, this belt is pretty sweet. I think this might be worth being the only prize for now. You get to retire the old belt, that's for sure. Okay. Oh man, I don't know, that belt, that paddle is pretty sweet, but I feel like it's gonna be tough to always like make sure the paddle travels with whoever has it. So yeah, I think it's fine for now for you to keep the paddle. I don't think Kyle's gonna be at the Beer City Open anyways, so I feel like it'll be kind of weird to have his paddle there, but he's not there. I don't know. Is he gonna be there? Do you know? I don't think he's gonna be there.
I don't know. I'll ask him tomorrow night. We're doing the Around the Post show tomorrow night. I can check with him then.
But everybody, check this out. This is the brand new and improved Eddie versus Webby championship belt that we will be playing for. This is full size. This is like boxing. This is like WWE championship belt size. I mean, this is the real deal.
It's a sexy belt, man.
We spared no expenses here. This is a legit belt. We haven't played an Eddie versus Webby match in over a year now. Did you know that?
Wasn't it when you were down here for Simone's tournament when we played me and Nicole against you and Kim Bashrouge?
Yep, it was at the 2020 Florida Grand Slam is the last time that happened, which was I think in
February.
Was it? Yeah, February of 2020, right before the COVID thing happened. That was the last time we did it. So this is a very big deal. Finally, we're playing again for the belt, and it's a brand new badass belt that you see right here. I feel like the video does not do it justice. You got to see this thing in person. It's got like weird reflections going on right now, but man, I love this belt. I definitely don't want this to leave my house, so I want to win it and be able to display it because I earned it. That is going to be my goal. Hopefully, the 2021 Beer City Open is where it happens, that I finally put an end to your streak.
Does it fit around your waist? Is it big enough?
honestly, I haven't put it around the waist yet, and I feel like I'm not going to unless I win it. I don't even want to try putting it around my waist unless I'm unless I earned it. So I haven't tried it, but I feel like it will. It's pretty good size. It's much much bigger than the old one that you have.
Okay, well, good, because the old one does not fit around my waist at all. So.
Yeah, the old one just barely fit around my waist before, and I'm not sure if I'm bigger or smaller than I was last time we played. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm excited for that. By the way, do we want to save the rest of the pickle snacks for another time? Because I don't know how much more my body can take.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, especially after drinking that bottle of pickle juice. I think we should save our stomachs for the next time. We have a few really good ones left still.
Yeah.
One of them is definitely on the very odd side. But yeah, we'll save that for another episode, I think.
Yeah, for our next Dinking around, we'll do those. So, yeah, because my stomach is not feeling super great right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little iffy. I don't know what the right term is, but not feeling the best.
But yeah, anybody that's tuning in, for anybody that's a fan of Eddie and Webby, I'm sure you already know this, but we are co-hosting the Beer City Open, which happens in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Belknap Park. We're co-hosting alongside Andrea Coop. And yes, we are each drinking out of our Beer City Open glasses. This is the old Beer City Open logo, and mine, you can tell mine has been in the dishwasher many times because it is very faded because I use it so much. But if you guys are at the Beer City Open, we have some pretty sweet swag that we're going to be handing out throughout the weekend. If you find us, anybody that was there last time knows that we have these badass koozies, these Eddie and Webby koozies. We got assorted colors, so yeah, those will be all over the place. We also have some very limited edition coasters available for people that come up to us and ask us. So you got to be a fan of the show to even know that these exist. But this is the new logo that we worked on, the Cheers logo. It's got the beer glasses and some pickleball paddles on it. But then there's also the old school Pickleball for Life logo right here. We got some drink coasters with that. So we got all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are at the Beer City Open, come find us, and we'll probably be able to give you some of this stuff.
Yeah, those the koozies went fast last year because we had 200 of them last year, and they went fast, and people were mad if they didn't get one. So we bought more this year, and hopefully they're in the same level of demand as last year or 2 years ago, I should say.
Yeah. So we'll have a bunch of the koozies with us. They were very popular, so you'll want to come find us quick because we don't know how long they're going to last. While supplies last.
That's right.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
That's right. They are dunzo. We're going to be doing so many other things at Beer City Open. Webby and I are both playing mixed doubles and men's doubles. Did you confirm? Well, we're playing men's doubles together, but did you confirm if you're going to be in my bracket for mixed doubles or not?
Unfortunately, we will not be in the same bracket. Eddie had to go and get himself a very young mixed partner, so he is in the 19-plus division. And I got somebody closer to my age, so I will be in the 35-plus division. And I was going to try to see if we could get moved to your division, but my partner actually has a wedding the evening of mixed day for us.
Wow.
And your division starts later in the afternoon, so there's a very good chance that we wouldn't be able to finish. And the 35-plus division is supposed to start, I think, early in the morning. So that was the main reason for that. So unfortunately, it is not going to work out for us to play in the same division. But we can root each other on at least.
Yeah, I can come help coach or anything like that you want, and I'm sure you do the same for me.
Yeah, it'll definitely be more beneficial for you to coach me than for me to coach you, but whatever.
I don't know about that, but we'll definitely do it up. So we're both going to be playing. I'm also going to be doing men's singles as well. Just why not? I'm going to be there. But in addition to that, Webby and I are going to be jumping in and out of the commentary booth. We're going to have Kyle Salenko and some of the Boxcar Productions group there live streaming to the APP sites, which is exciting. And we're going to be doing some commentary with him. It's going to be a little bit different than the normal style of the APP live streams. Obviously, Webby and I, our commentary is different than what you would expect for some of the APP live streams. We are going to have Dom Catalano there, and he does a great job with obviously all aspects of commentary, but most importantly, getting very technical, talking about a lot of the technical things. Webby and I like to say things like, "Nice shot. That was a really good drop shot." And Dom is going to explain to you the 10 steps leading up to it. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun little mix, and I'm excited to do that. How do you feel about that, Webby?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to do it, but at the same time, like I feel like there's a lot of pressure on us because, I mean, the APP has been doing such a great job with their live coverage and their commentary and stuff. So hopefully we can do them justice and for the matches that we commentate and stuff like that. One fun fact, though, hopefully this is accurate, though, but if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the first time Dominic ever did commentary with us at the Beer City Open from 2019?
Yeah, so actually Dom, and he told me this live when we were doing Martina Coakley's American Pickleball Tournament back in December, I think it was. But live on there, he told us that he believes that we are the reason that he now has a career in pickleball commentary, and it's because we had invited him to come and do commentary when we were doing the live stream, and he did a great job, and it was kind of very natural for him, and he picked up on it quickly. And Ken Herman listened, liked it, and I believe that's how he got connected to do a lot of the commentary and interviews for the APP.
Nice. That's awesome. And I just remember at the 2019 Beer City Open, whenever he sat with us, I was like, oh, thank God he's going to be here with us. Because I feel like you said, whenever we do commentary, it's like, oh, wow, nice. Look at that. That was a good shot. That was a good shot right there. That's like the extent of the detail of our commentary.
Yep. Yeah. And he brings that technical piece. Super easy to work with. I've worked with him now at a few different events, doing commentary with him, also doing just production of the live stream with him doing commentary. And he's done an incredible job. He's a natural. He's very professional. He's also a lot of fun. So yes, if he's in the booth, then I don't know about you, but I feel very confident in our ability. If he leaves, then it's like, oh, what do I do with my hands? I don't know what to do with my hands. You know, it's just, it becomes awkward.
Yeah. He's not allowed to go to the bathroom at all the whole day. He's got to be at the microphone the entire time.
Yep. And luckily we're not gonna be doing commentary the whole time. We're going to have little segments. But in addition to commentary, there's something else that we're going to be doing. And Webby, do you want to talk about it?
Oh man, I am super excited about this. I'm both excited and scared at the same time, only because I still have nightmares because of what happened at the 2019 Beer City Open. But for anybody that isn't aware, at the 2019 Beer City Open, Eddie and I did a 2-versus-1 exhibition match against the one and only Kyle Yates. We got absolutely destroyed. It was embarrassing, but it was super fun. It was such an awesome experience. But we decided let's do it again. Let's do another exhibition match. And it all came about because of an episode of the podcast. We had Jay DeVilliers on the show with us, and somebody asked him if he thinks that he could take us on left-handed in a 2-versus-1 match. And he said he admitted that he wasn't sure what our skill level was, so he couldn't say for sure, but he would love to get the opportunity to do so. And we all three just so happened to be at this year's Beer City Open. So he said he would love to take that opportunity at this year's Beer City Open to take on Eddie and Webby in a 2-versus-1 match. So it will be Eddie and Webby versus Jay DeVilliers in a 2-versus-1 match at the 2021 Beer City Open.
Well, he's playing left-handed, right?
I sure hope he remembers the left-handed part.
Well, okay, so here's my question, because I've seen him switch hands out on the court. So we need to be clear about that rule with him.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do. But still,
Yeah. Like, how often is he able to switch hands to his right hand, if ever? Like, I would just say no, you can't. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, I mean, the challenge was specifically for him to play left-handed, and he accepted. He said he would love the opportunity, so I think he needs to stick with that. He needs to honor that. He needs to be a man of his word. He needs to be truthful and stick with the left-handed thing. And when I played against John Sincola, he said he wanted to play against me left-handed, and Zane Navratil was the referee for that match, and he was very upfront and said, if I see your right hand touch the paddle at all, it will be a fault. So I mean, should we? I feel like we need to stick with that rule too. Whoever officiates this match, I feel like we need to make sure that they know, like, if his right hand touches that paddle. I mean, I guess if he does a double-handed shot, maybe we can allow it, but he can never do a right hand only. What do you think? Should we allow even a double-handed, or should it be left hand only the whole time?
Well, if he does a double-handed shot, that's basically his two-handed backhand shot anyway. So
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
But and I mean, here's the thing: I don't plan on hitting one ball to his. Well, it would be his left hand forehand. I plan on hitting every single ball to his right side, so he's playing his left hand backhand. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I just think we should make that clear ahead of time. But I have no intention of giving him that shot anyway.
Yeah, I agree. But also, like, to be honest, I've seen him during pro matches where he ended up switching to his left hand and hit a winner. So I feel like no matter what, it's not going to be easy by any means.
Yeah. But I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good time. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Webby, do you I like to set goals, right? I'm a goal person. But my goals typically aren't about score. They're just about my level of play, how consistent I am. Because to me, the score is not, you have zero control over the score, but you do have control over how you play and what you do and your strategy and stuff like that. So do you have a goal in mind for that match that we should like hold on to and really think about?
I do have a goal. Like I said before, the 2-versus-1 match against Kyle Yates, it still gives me nightmares because we did absolutely horrible.
Yeah, but our goal was 1 point, right?
Yeah, we had a goal of 1 point at that point in time. And we got 4. So I mean, that was good. So yeah, we met our goal, but I kind of like leaning towards what you said. Like I feel like points shouldn't necessarily be the goal. How we like look on the court. So I mean, I want to have like good rallies with him, like at least like a few. Like I want to look good, even if we lose. I want to at least look better than we did back then. And I do think we are both much better players. So I think we should definitely do better. But I mean, there were so many times where like the rallies were short because we hit the ball into the net or we hit the ball out of bounds and stuff like that. So I just want the match to be longer, I guess. I don't know the best way to say it, but I just wanted to I want us to have some good rallies because I just feel like so many of those rallies were short and we were our own worst enemies in that match. So I mean, as long as we can like put up a good fight, but like I know you said not to put a point value, like it shouldn't matter how many points we get, but I think we should get at least 3 points against a left-handed Jay DeVilliers every match. I mean, I feel like we should at least get a victory too, like at least a victory. But at the very minimum, 3 points per match or per game that we play.
So when you say victory, you mean to win one game out of the 3
yeah. When
11?
I say victory, at least one.
Okay.
At least one game victory out of the match. We're doing best 2 out of 3. So I feel like a goal of ours should definitely be to win a game. But at the very least, we should be able to get at least 3 points per game, even if we lose both games.
Okay. I have some different goals.
Okay.
Number one, I want to body bag Jay at least once. And like, I'm not talking about like, oh, I hit the ball and it like, oh, I got it. Like, I want it to be like embarrassingly awkward for him. Like his left-handed paddle is here, and like it like hits him like in a very awkward, bumbly type of way. That's
I
one of
like
my
it.
goals.
I like it.
And the other thing is too, when I go back and I look at that two versus one against Kyle Yates, we Kyle was running the show. He was running the show even when he was playing defense the whole time. I want to mix that up with Jay. I want to like, if he's up at the net, I'm lobbing and pushing him back. If he's driving, I'm just completely blocking to his feet over and over again. Like my goal is just to make him, we control the game. And if he hits winners over and over again for points, then you tip your hat and you say, yeah, he's a pro. That's what he does. And if he beats us because he outplays us, then hey, as long as we put on a good show for everybody, then that's totally cool. But while we're playing, my goal is for us to use the fact that it's two of us against him to control the match. Cross court dinks, lobs, maybe some little floaters over his right, his right shoulder. Because remember, he's gonna be playing left-handed. He's not used to it. So if the ball floats up to his right shoulder, he's gonna be with his awkward left hand, backhand coming down. And even if he connects, it's not going to be as consistent as a normal backhand put away. So I think there's a lot of things we can do and not get sucked into his game. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree. And another thing that I think we have going in our favor is the fact that I've been playing a lot of singles lately. So like I feel like my placement is a lot better than it was against Kyle. When we played against Kyle, I had maybe played singles 3 times ever. So I've got a lot of singles experience now, so I feel like I am a lot better at reading, okay, he's over here, hit the ball over here, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, if he's up at the net, do a lob, just hit the ball where he's not. And, I mean, we should be able to destroy him.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, too, though, the scary thing about lobbing somebody like him is he's like 8 feet, 9 feet tall. And
yeah,
so
that's true. He's very tall, very big wingspan.
You gotta get that ball super high. And that's why here's what we do. We lob him twice. So he's getting ready for the lob. Mm-hmm. And then we pretend to lob and we just drill him right in the gut.
Yes.
And just keep body bagging him. And then once we body bag him, then just start mixing it up and lobbing. Do some really wide cross court dinks, topspin dinks. You got work on your topspin dink. Do you have a good topspin dink down?
It's decent. It needs a little work, but it's decent.
Got to work on the topspin dinks because that'll push him wide, and I think we got it. I think we're in good shape. Like I said, win or lose, points, I don't care about that. My goal is to body bag him once, like a really good solid body bag, and then just control the game, control the match, and he's gonna have to hit winners to beat us. Not just stay and play with us. That's my goal.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And like actually thinking about it more after hearing what you had to say, it definitely makes me feel more confident. So I feel like my new goal for this match is to beat him completely, but in a way where he can keep his sponsorships. Like I just don't want to embarrass him too badly. I feel like that's my new goal is to beat him, but not too badly to where his sponsors don't all abandon him.
All right, Vulcan, do you hear us? You got to keep him no matter what happens. Remember, he's playing left-handed. Right. We've gotten a lot better. We've taken lessons and clinics and stuff. So when we beat him, don't drop him immediately. You got to at least write out the contract you have with him and appease him a little bit.
That's right. And I feel like a lot of people think that we are still the same players that we were when we played against Kyle back in 2019, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. We are both totally different, much better players than we were back then. We didn't know what to expect. Like at that time, we played in front of a crowd for the first time ever. That was something that the whole situation, it was just such a a crazy thing. Like here we are playing against, at the time, the best player in the game, and in front of a whole bunch of people. It was something that we had never done before. So just the whole situation, I think it was just a huge wake up call for us. And I know I personally, like it just all kind of got to me. I wasn't myself. I didn't know how to handle that situation. I feel like I can handle that situation better now. I feel like I'm a better player now. So yeah, Jay, you just better be ready for us.
You better be ready. You watch out, Jay. Tonight when you go to bed, you're gonna be thinking about us, and we're already in your head, man. We've already won. We've already mentally beaten you. Do you understand that? We've already taken you out. I want you to win at your other tournaments that you're playing in and do well. But when you're against us, no, we already won. We've already beaten you. That's how it is. Deal with it, Jay.
Yep.
De Villiers, or however you pronounce your last name, because I've heard it pronounced 30 different ways. By
right.
you, I've heard it pronounced 10 different ways. So whatever, Jay.
Yeah, and I just have one question for you, Jay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Jay, when Eddie and Webby run wild on you, brother? Oh, yeah. Combines two different old school wrestlers.
I know we've talked about it before, but I still think that we need to have entrance music for pickleball like wrestlers have, man. I think
so too.
You know, actually, this is crazy. This is a crazy story. Do you like if you had to pick a song that you were introduced to in pickleball, what would it be, Webby?
I mean, I feel like it's easy for us, either Pickleball Anthem or Pickleball for Life.
Okay.
I mean, that's for
what
anyway.
About like, all right, like let's say to pick like a song that more than 50 people have ever listened to.
Oh, okay. That's a much different category.
Yeah, there's like 0 to 50 and then like 10 million and above. Let's go to the 10 million and above group.
Oh man. Oh, I've never actually thought about that. That's a good question. For being from Detroit, like something that always pops into my head is that Eminem song, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. And so it's like, yeah, there you go. Like that's what pops into my head, being a Michigander and
Mom
near
Spaghetti,
Detroit.
man.
Yeah, the Mama's Spaghetti song.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was at the Florida Grand Slam Simone's tournament that's now part of the PPA that was up in Tampa back in February. And I posed this same question there was like a few of us sitting around, and Matt Wright was there. And literally, well, do you know what song I would pick to get introduced to?
I really don't. For some reason, I keep thinking, "Don't stop believing," but I'm sure that's not right.
That's a good one. But I would always pick, and so when we used to throw parties back in college at our Vine Street house, the one that you came out to for that toga party, I used to always crank this song throughout the night, and it was "Return of the Mac" by, I think, Mark Morrison is the artist. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Not just by the title and the artist name, but I'm sure
Return of the Mac. Yeah, you don't know? All right. Well, anyway, I don't want to get a copyright strike. But anyway, that was always my song. And I'm sitting there talking, and I was asking them, not kidding you, Matt Wright literally said the song he would pick is Return of the Mac. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That 100% has always been my song. That's exactly what I would want to be introduced to. And
nice.
Yeah. So Matt Wright and I apparently have common taste in music to be introduced to when pickleball decides to introduce people like wrestlers.
Very nice. Yeah, I feel like we need to get that going, because that'd be so fun. I feel like that'd be a perfect thing for pickleball too. Like, I mean, baseball does it. Baseball players come out to a song like whenever they come to take the plate when they have the bat. Yeah, why not? Why not do this for pickleball?
Steve Kennedy said, "Eye of the Tiger." I could definitely see that for you, Steve. We need to make that happen for sure. We definitely need to make that happen.
That'd be
I
a
think
great one for sure.
I think it would be awesome. It would be tough for the live streaming crews to block out the music so they don't get copyright stricken.
Yeah, the copyright strikes.
Yeah, that would suck. Or maybe, all right, here we go. All right, Eddie and Webby, we're going to provide a new service. You ready for this, Webby? We're going to make custom music that you can get introduced to, and we'll charge you reasonable, like $40,000 a song. We'll produce it. We'll send it to you. We'll give you all the rights to it. You'll own it. We can name it whatever you want. For just an easy $40,000. You know, I know pickleball players make millions of dollars. You guys are some of the richest athletes out there, next to like NBA players and NFL players. You're right there. You're above NHL, obviously, because hockey players don't make any money and they play the most games throughout a year, or baseball players do. But anyway, $40,000. We'll make you the song. We'll even like do a custom light show for it, so that way when you're introduced, you can play that. The live stream crews, they don't have to worry about copyright strikes because we'll give you all of the copyright access to it, everything. What do you think about that, Webby?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, give us a call, reach out to us, send us an email, and we'll make that happen.
Yep. I think it would be good. But so here's the thing, though. You're going to have music as individuals, but then you need tag team music. So like if you and I come out, obviously I think, definitely doing Pickleball for Life would probably be good, or but like another common song, like, well, actually, let me ask you this: what do you think is like the best WWF/WWE tag team theme song out there?
Oh, the tag team songs.
Or it could be a group, like
I mean, so like the one that stands out to me, and this is only for like the diehard wrestling fans, is the one that starts with "What a rush." I don't even know what the music sounds like, but it always the Legion of Doom started with that, and I just always got super excited when I heard that.
I think similar to LOD, Legion of Doom was the Demolition theme song. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah. How does that go? Remind the people.
Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher from Demolition. Walking disaster. Right?
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Nice.
What about when the Mega Powers were there? So you had Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. What was their song? Do you remember? Did they just do
I was thinking about that when you mentioned this, like that was the tag team that popped into mind just because when I was a kid, like that was the best ever when they teamed up, but I can't remember. Like did they have a separate theme song for when they were together? I don't remember.
We'll have to go back and watch. Was it WrestleMania?
I think it was
WrestleMania's 5 where they fought each other, because that's when they were battling over Miss Elizabeth. So it would have had to have been. It was the Royal Rumble. It was the Royal Rumble of whatever year WrestleMania 5 was. I think that's when they came out. Or I don't know. Maybe it was Survivor Series. I don't remember. That was a long freaking time ago.
Yeah, and it didn't last long because I remember they couldn't stay together because Elizabeth got in between them, and Macho Man just got super jealous. Even though Hulk Hogan, he was just trying to help. He just wanted to help Elizabeth. He didn't have anything going for her. Like they didn't have a fling. But Macho Man, he just got jealous. He couldn't see that the Hulk just wanted to help his two friends out.
Come on, Macho Man. Crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. It's so funny because I remember even as a kid, like I knew it was fake, but I still loved it. Absolutely loved it.
And I'll admit, like it's still from time to time a guilty pleasure of mine. I can't help but like whenever WrestleMania season comes around, I still can't help but get excited and see what's going on and tune in and stuff. It's definitely not what it used to be, but in the 90s with Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, it was awesome. In the late 90s with NWO and D-Generation X, it was awesome. Yeah, The Rock, Stone Cold. I mean, man, I feel like every decade has an awesome era, but unfortunately, it hasn't really had an awesome era in a while. It has not been good in a while. I feel like ever since Vince McMahon bought the WCW, it just the wrestling industry just went downhill.
Yeah, I kind of fell out of it pretty early on. I mean, you and I got to go on a work trip to Cleveland to watch in the suite. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was very cool in Cleveland. Yeah.
Did we drive there? Or we take a bus? I don't remember. That was a long time ago too.
I can't remember. I think we drove, but Either way, it was fun.
That was cool. Man, we've been going on for an hour and 43 minutes talking about absolute nothing. Like literally tonight, we just BS'd and had a bunch of snacks that have given me a horribly upset stomach. And like, is your stomach legitimately upset right now?
It's not happy. It's not like it's not in like super bad shape, but it's definitely not happy. But yeah, the funny thing is like the only thing that we had pre-planned for tonight is that we were going to eat some pickles flavored snacks. That was the only thing we had somewhat pre-planned. Everything else, that's what I love about the show. Like Eddie and I, we just kind of decide, hey, you want to do a show tonight, a dinking around show? We do it. We chat about whatever we want to talk about. And that's why I love the show so much. And I would definitely love to do it more often.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, especially during the summer when it's it's really hard for Webby and I to be able to plan anything. And just like on a personal note too, I know Webby, you've had some issues with the plumbing in your house. My wife and I decided on a whim that we were going to sell our house. And oh, by the way, quick plug. I know you guys know Phil Metz. He is an instructor at Peak Performance Pickleball Academy, which is, Simone's academy. He's been in some of Simone's videos. He did commentary with us during the 2020 Florida Grand Slam in Tampa.
Yep.
Well, he's also a realtor, and him and his partner Phil, Phil and Phil, Team Phil Realtors. They're not paying me to say this. I'm not getting anything for this. I'm simply telling you, they are absolutely amazing. They listed our house at a ridiculous price, and they had it sold in literally 8 hours. There were 4 showings and an offer that night that we accepted. It was a full price cash offer on our house. If you guys are in Southwest Florida and you're looking to list your house or you're looking to buy a house down here, Team Phil Realtors is exactly who you need to go with. They're amazing. And so anyway, we've been focusing on getting our house ready to sell. Now that we've sold it, we need to get it packed up. We're buying a villa in our community here. We're staying in our community, which is good. I'm not going to be 100 yards away from the pickleball courts anymore. I'm going to be 600 yards away from them. So that kind of sucks.
Oh, man, that's horrible.
But anyway, that's been keeping us busy. So summertime is tough for Webby and I to get consistent podcast episodes out there. So maybe dinking around is our answer for the next couple months here, or, maybe we'll do this 2 or 3 more times and do a podcast here and there type of thing.
Yep, I think that's the best way to go. But you guys definitely want to stay tuned because we have some awesome guests lined up. We just it's just the tough thing is just finding a schedule that works for both of us and our guest. But we have some awesome, awesome guests lined up that you are not going to want to miss.
That's right. Also tomorrow night, if you guys are interested, we're going to be live streaming the Around the Post show. This will be our second live stream, episode 9. We're going to be talking about the PPA versus APP. So there's going to be some good conversation there between Johnny Pickleball and Kyle Yates. And I'm going to sit back and watch it unfold because they are not afraid to share their opinions, and they have a lot of them. So remember, guys, I'm just the producer of that show. I don't have any control over the content or discussions or their opinions. I just push buttons and drink beer.
Nice.
Right.
It's a great show, though. I love it. I love tuning in. I never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's good, man. Well, we ended up doing it live for episode 8, and I wasn't sure I was going to go. It was, it was the first time that Kyle and Johnny were doing like a live podcast-y style show where usually they would come to my house and we would record it. And then, if we needed to like retake something, we could do it. It was pretty easy, but I didn't know how it was going to go live. They both loved it and they both did a great job. So we're going to do it live going forward, which is great because as you know, we, for the first 20 some episodes, we used to do our podcast pre-recorded and it was like 8 hours of editing. It was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Around the Post show, it was a 20, 30-minute show, and it would take me probably 4 or 5 hours to do one of those. To do it live, it's an hour prep, an hour to go, and you're done. And so that's why I like that too. What's your take on live versus, pre-recorded and done in post type of stuff?
So, like, as far as our show goes, like, before we ever went live, I thought live sounded like a absolutely horrible idea. But once we did it live, like it was scary. I'll admit I was scared as hell to do it live. But once we did it, I was like we can never do a show that's not live again. That was so much easier. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of pre-planning that goes into it, but like actually doing the show live, it's like it kind of gives like an adrenaline rush, and it's just so much easier to not have to edit it after the fact. Like so much more enjoyable. To where I love doing them live. I hope people like listening to the live shows because they're so raw, and you never know exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the live shows.
That's cool. Yeah. So tune in for that. If you're going to be at the Beer City Open, come by, say hello, grab yourself a koozie or a coaster, or just hang out, have a beer with us, get some rec games in, usually at Belknap Park.
Yep.
Later in the day, some of the courts open up. I think they have 16 courts now, so can always play some games. That's honestly what I would love is more of that, where people would just come up and be like, hey, do you want to play? It's like, yeah, let's go play on the court. And I think that's the best way to get to know somebody and hang out. So I think that would be a lot of fun. So come on by, say hello, bring your paddle. Let's play some games. Let's have some fun.
Yep, July 7th through the 11th at Belknap Park in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the 2021 Beer City Open. It's going to be awesome. We will be there. It'll be the first time Eddie and Webby are together in person in a very long time, almost a year to as a matter of fact. It's crazy to think about that, but yeah.
Well, yeah, because it was last August when we were up there for the Beer City Open Pro Exhibition they had, right? That was the last time we saw each other?
Yep, so almost a full year since we've been together in person.
Crazy. Good. Anything else you want to talk about tonight there, Webby?
No, I think that's it for today. I could easily talk for hours about pickleball because there's been so much going on, but I think we'll save the rest of this stuff for another episode since we're going on almost 2 hours now. But I think that was a very fun episode going over all the pickleball snacks. I mean, pickle flavored snacks, not pickleball snacks. Talking about the Beer City Open, all kinds of stuff going on.
This is going to leak everywhere if I'm not careful.
Yeah, the frozen pickle pop. But yeah, I thought that was fun. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more of these just out of nowhere dinking around shows in the future.
Well, me too. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been episode, I think, 35 of Dinking Around with Eddie and Webby. So we're well over 100 shows when it comes to combining the podcast and Dinking Around. But we'll be getting to episode 100. I don't know if it'll happen this year for the podcast, but if not this year, early 2022, and that's where are we gonna be giving away something for episode 100?
We will be. We have an awesome giveaway for episode 100.
You don't want to talk about it? You want to do that thing that you like to do where you tease people?
Yep. Stay tuned for episode 100 to find out what we're going to give away.
So you guys, like, I want to take a poll because Webby loves to do cliffhangers, and I hate it. I absolutely hate cliffhangers. I hate when people do it. It's annoying as hell. I want to know from you guys, what do you think about cliffhangers? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Does it make you want to tune in, or does it just annoy you to where you're like, screw these guys. It's not worth it. I don't care enough about it. Let us know your comments. What do you think people are going to say, Webby?
I don't know. Like I think it makes people like interested, and they're going to want to tune in more. If we didn't have cliffhangers, why would they want to stick around?
Because it's just good content that they like.
Yeah.
You don't got to trick people into tuning in.
It's not a trick. It's legit. We got an awesome prize to give away that you're gonna. I wish I could tell you now. I just can't. The producers won't let me tell you.
You can. Damn it. You just are choosing not to, and I will respect. I'll respect your choice.
Nice.
Yep. Well, guys, this has been episode number 35, as I said, which means there's 35 of you out there still watching, and we appreciate you. Love you to bits. Kiss you on the lips. And on that note, I'm Eddie.
And until next time, this is Webby, not Eddie, signing off.
See ya. Bye-bye.